Hi guys, welcome to or back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. It feels too rehearsed. I say that like that's the first thing that comes out of my mouth whenever I make these videos. Starting a video is truly the hardest thing you could ever do. Anyways, welcome back to my office slash closet slash mess room. Yes, there are some towels hanging out behind me. Should I move them? Could I easily move them? I'm not gonna. This is just the true, authentic self, you know? I'm just a person. I'm just a girl. Welcome back to another monthly favorites, monthly obsessions, seasonal obsessions, seasonal depressions. I just like to talk about things that I like hyper fixated over this month, because who doesn't do this? And I love hearing about other things people are just like absolutely addicted to. So I thought I'd share mine. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you laugh. Like at the end of the day, like it's not that serious, you know? Like it's just not that serious. I want to start out by saying I did start this list in December. Rolled over to January, where I then did not make a video about it in January. January is a weird month, okay? Obviously, it's rolled over to February. And at this point, it's like kind of become like winter favorites. Things that honestly over these dark, dreary winter months, they have been my anchor. They have been pulling me through these months. Of course, you know I have my little notepad full of ideas. This first thing I actually got in Christmas time, like December-ish, and that is the Glossier Balm.com in hot cocoa. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know like I'm a Glossier OG. They've got a chokehold on me, okay? They just do, and I'm just gonna try whatever they have, whatever's new, and I may not like it, I might. And one thing that I kind of first really clung on to about Glossier in the very beginning was the Balm.coms. I've had probably like 4 or 5 flavors. Have never used a full tube. I didn't really like the application style. I didn't really like it, period. And like didn't really think it helped that much with moisturizing my lips. But I've heard they've changed the application to, like, they changed the tip of the applicator to something like this. Whereas before, it was literally just like flat surface, you scoop it off there. You know, it's like Aquaphor or something like that. I think that was one of the main reasons that I didn't really use a whole tube of Balm.com, because I don't like getting something on my finger and then smothering it everywhere and then like, you know, and then wiping it on your pants because you've got stuff on your finger. Got the Balm.com in the hot cocoa. It's also like kind of a brownie tint. Plus it smells like hot chocolate / tastes like hot chocolate. Anyways, thoroughly been enjoying that. It's a go-to in my purse as of right now. I really like it. I really like the tint it gives. I've just been into like the brown kind of vibes. I feel like it's been trendy with like the Mob Wife stuff and everything like that this winter. So that's my number one. Number one, Balm.com. I don't think they even sell it. I think it's like seasonal. So keep your eye out for it next December. Mark your calendars. Okay, number 2. January comes with New Year's resolutions. Obviously, a lot of people making New Year's resolutions, bettering themselves, hitting the gym, that kind of stuff. I feel like, you know, journaling is always something that I'm like, I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna keep up with my journal. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna look back on these in years and be so happy that I kept a journal of my thoughts and feelings. I've started so many journals, and they only have like 4 entries in them. I honestly think this was kind of a trendy thing too. I'm just so easily influenced. At the end of the day, that's what I'm really realizing. I'm not against the trends. I bought a bullet journal. I was out with my mom and I found one on sale. So I started it, and there's lots of like fun prompts you can do for bullet journals. Like, how did I feel today? My year in pixels, like books I read, like just all sorts of like kind of lists and daily things to like keep up with. I also really enjoy like making collages with magazine like cutouts. So that's something I've kind of been doing in my journal, like making more collages. I'll show you one. So this is my bullet journal. Okay, nothing too special about the outside of it, but you don't want it to be too intriguing that someone's gonna open it up and read everything, you know? I try to make it aesthetically pleasing, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'm only human. My mood tracker, you know, you can write down that I'm like a little bit behind. I have just written some like journal entries in here, but I've also got podcasts I've enjoyed this year, TV series I've been watching, movies I've been watching. This was a collage I made the other day. I love doing stuff like this. I think I kind of started doing it in college because like sorority things, and I had like an art class I had to make a project for, and I don't know, I just really enjoy making fun little collages, making things my own. It's kind of like art in a way, I guess, but something just kind of fun to like fill this journal with, especially if I see something in a magazine that I really like. Now I can just like cut it out, glue it on a page. Plus, I recently went to Disney World, which we'll get to that, and I've got like airline tickets and maps from the parks, and I kind of think that would be fun to like it's like a scrapbook in a way to like put that in my journal and have it forever instead of just like loose leaf having like crap around or like throwing it away. Using it to make like a little piece of history, I guess you could say, like a little time capsule. That is number 2. Moving on. This happened early-ish in January, so like I'm kind of looking at it like that feels like forever ago. On Peacock, the streaming service, if you have it. If you don't really need it. Well, actually, there's some really good stuff on Peacock right now. Traitors? Any of y'all watch Traitors? It's really good. They came out with Ted, the TV series. I'm not a person that's ever seen the Ted movies before seeing this. I've honestly always had like such a bias, I guess, towards it being like, that's stupid. A talking bear, it cusses and stuff, like it's getting with girls, like that's stupid. And in retrospect, it is. It's really stupid. But this TV series, pretty good. Pretty funny. We flew through it and I was like, I'm not ready for this to be over. So I've watched the first Ted movie since then and I'm down to watch the other ones now. So I don't know, sometimes you just gotta like open up your mind to the possibility that something's not as bad as you think it is. It's a little life lesson for you. Okay, next up, I wrote this down in February. As you know, Valentine's Day is in February, and I'm obsessed with the brand Olive & June. They do nail polishes, they do instant manis, they do all sorts of like fun nail stuff. I was absolutely obsessed with the Valentine's Day collection, which I actually made a full video over, so if you're interested, I'll link that here. I've just been so obsessed with this collection. Like, of course, it's like pinks and like fun stuff like that, and then also their press-on nails. An honorable mention for favorites. Like, I've been absolutely obsessed with these and I actually made a video over it, so you'll see that soon. Look at this little cute heart press-on nails. These are stick-ons. They're not even like glue-ons, like it's like an adhesive tab. They are so solid. I can wear these for a full week. I actually wore a set of them to Disney World to kind of like try it out. I've like cleaned the bathroom in them. I've done laundry in them. I went to Disney World and like everything that includes, just kind of touching them on everything. I love them. They're really nice to scratch your hair with too. So absolutely obsessed with stick-on nails, like fake nails. I really haven't even tried the glue ones yet. So like I may be like so naive to a world that I haven't even delved into yet. These, $8. I don't know that I'll ever go get like dip done again on my nails. Why pay that much money whenever you can just have the cutest, easiest manicure in the world? Like, listen. Solid. I'll go ahead and talk about Disney World because I am obsessed with Disney World now. I'm not a Disney adult and I hate that that's such like a connotation because like I definitely saw those people in Disney World. Like I know what the Disney adults look like. To each their own, but like Disney World overall is just like such a happy place. And my mom is obsessed with Disney World, so that's why I went over Valentine's Day with her. We went for a few days, had the most fun time. Granted, we walked 14 miles a day, just hanging out in the park. We had the little extra Lightning Lane Genie Plus feature, so we were just kind of planning out lightning lanes, hanging out, getting a snack, a drink, walking around, enjoying the weather. The weather in Florida this time of the year, beautiful. It was like 60s, 70s, something like that. Overall, quality time, having fun, riding rides. Disney World too is so pristine. They don't miss out on a single detail. Like the whole place is so cool. With that being said, whenever my mom told me she wanted me to go with her last May, I was like, Mom, there's so many other places we could go in this world that I have not been yet. Disney World's not cheap. She was like, Ma, I'm still gonna go to Disney World. Like, she loves it. She thinks it's just so fun. And I truly was like, oh, whatever, okay. I do want to go with her because I like want to spend time with my mom in her happy place. But I personally had huge reservations about it. A month before I went to Disney World, I started watching these YouTubers. I wanted to be prepared for the trip. Disney World is a very overwhelming experience if you don't have a plan going into it. And I started like getting really into it. And I kind of am a Disney World expert now. So if you've got any questions, drop them below. Because I went to Disney World and I was packing, I got super hyper fixated on Baggu bags. If you don't know the brand Baggu, they just like make these nylon bags. Like, it's really nothing special. You can buy something like it from Amazon for far cheaper. I bought a Baggu bag. I got one for my birthday actually back in November. It kind of becomes like an addiction. I just got hyper fixated on it. And I was like, I have to have one of these Baggu. What are they even called? Crescent bags for Disney World because I need to be able to like sling this thing across my body and carry as much stuff as possible. I ended up talking myself out of it. I was like, Hannah, you don't need to spend $50 on a nylon bag right now. And I found a couple cute ones from Old Navy instead. So I basically got 2 for the price of like half of one Baggu bag. With that being said, they do have really fun designs and colors. There's just something about them that I'm just like, I want to like collect them. Just like tote bags. I'm obsessed with bags, okay? I'm just obsessed with bags in general. I do not need another bag obsession. Anyways, I'm over that. I'm over that. It had a chokehold on me for a while and I almost bought one. My next new obsession, which it's not that new, but like I've just like actually been implementing it into my life a little bit more, and that is peppermint tea. I used to be a big green tea drinker. I drink coffee every day. I love coffee. I'll have a couple cups of coffee. In the afternoon, it doesn't always feel right to have a cup of coffee. So I've been having sometimes like English breakfast tea, Earl Grey, something like that. Chamomile, you know, I like them all. But honestly, like it's such a nice, refreshing drink to have after a meal, in the middle of the afternoon. It's just like a little delightful treat. Instead of having like a Coca-Cola or another cup of coffee, a nice little peppermint tea. It's the move. I think why I really like this too is because sometimes I just like something to sip on, you know, I'm not actually that hungry or thirsty, but it's nice to have like a little treat, a little afternoon bevy. So that's been nice. Last thing I want to say, whenever I was on the flight to Disney World, I flew Delta. So they have screens on the back of all of their seats, which is so luxurious, honestly. I've only ever experienced that before, like on international flights. Delta has, you know, their full screen, so you don't even have to use your own device. It's really nice, I think. I just like wasn't into any of the movies that I saw on there, but they have games. So I played Solitaire for like a full 3 hours on a flight. I've got to say, I'm addicted to Solitaire. I got it on my phone. I've got it on my iPad. I find myself, instead of scrolling on TikTok, playing a couple games of Solitaire. And if you've ever played Solitaire, you know that most of the time you don't win. You have to like do a new game all the time because it's just not in the cards, you know, for you to win every single game of Solitaire. It's not something you can just like win every time. So it has to be reshuffled. You got to reshuffle your deck. So I've been playing a lot of Solitaire. I think it overheats my phone, so I have to limit my Solitaire playing time. But overall, it's been a nice little addiction to have. Anything else? No, I think that's all. I think that's gonna be all for like kind of wintertime obsessions and addictions. I'll keep you updated. You never know what I'm gonna start being obsessed with. Like there's always a new hyperfixation. Anyways, comment your current hyperfixation or something you're obsessed with right now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Love ya. Bye.